Hi everyone. It's been quite a few weeks for our little family. Surgery for me, COVID for Ian, and poor Quinn has been left to fend for herself. She's pretty much feral at this point. We're on the road to recovery and I'm so proud of Quinn. I'm telling you, this girl is gonna change the world. Of course, I still needed to take care of some chores and it's been really helpful to have a purpose the last week or so and work on something each day. I've been able to get on top of plant chores that I've been putting off for too long. So I did record some of them and I thought I would voice over what's been happening and what I'm doing. I'm sorry to say that a number of my favourite plants didn't make it through my recent period of depression. When this happens, I always try to save what I can. I apologise to the plant and thank it. I'm not sure why, but this helps me let go of some of the shame and guilt. Please consider hitting the subscribe button to support my teeny channel and go grab a cuppa and some plant chores yourself and let's get started. So this was my big, beautiful Peperomia scandens that, oh my gosh, I love this plant so much and I have split her so many times that she has made her money back multiple times over. The challenge with any Peperomia is that they don't like to dry out. I kind of think you're pushing it at 50% dry. I try to keep them, I water when 75% dry, and this one, she just got too dry, and then when I watered her, she got some rot. So I have been wanting to try Peperomia in pon or soilless mix for a while. So this was a good opportunity. Most of these vines are pretty dehydrated, but I'm feeling fairly confident that this will come back. So all I'm doing here is I'm just cutting off the dried up roots and the dried up stems and just making really some wet sticks and just cleaning up the cuttings. I decided to use a clear pot that has drainage in the bottom so that I can put it in a nice cache pot. I like to keep this out in the kitchen. It's such a happy, joyful plant. And I don't worry about the leaves being in the substrate, mainly because Peperomia, as you know, will root and grow from any part of the plant, so including the leaves and the stem. So any leaves that are in there should actually start to grow new plants too. So I'm just carefully putting them in there. There was actually way more than I thought, so I ended up putting together another pot in this. I really love this vase that I got from Chapters Indigo Chapters. So I have one on the island now and one where it was before in medium light, kind of in the corner of my south and west facing window. But it doesn't get any direct light at all, it's kind of tucked away in the corner, so definitely medium. And we'll see how they do in a couple of weeks. We'll check in with them. I grow pretty much every variety of Philodendron Hederaceum really successfully, except Micans. I've just always struggled with Micans, so I've been meaning to do this for a while, but I decided I was going to cut it down to the soil and I'm going to put it in pon and we are going to see if we can grow it out. It grows leggy, the leaves are really small. I've tried it in different lights, I've tried different watering schedules and I'm trying this next. So I basically just cut it down to the soil. I chopped off some of those bare vines into single nodes pretty much, and I put it in the soilless mix from Crystal Star Nurseries, and we're going to just see how she does. She's in my study now getting medium to bright light from my Soltex Solutions light, and we'll check in with her too and see how she does. If you have any tips on growing Micans, please let me know. I've had her in my Never Eat Shredded in my west facing window, I've had her in my east facing window, I've had her under a grow light, and nothing seems to change for her. She still grows leggy, she still has very small leaves, so any tips, I would love to hear them. I also needed to pack an order for a customer that had come in while I was actually in hospital, so I didn't want to cancel it. They purchased my silver Hoya bundle which included this Nova Ghost, there was a Wilbur Graves, there was an AH074, and Lacanosa Croniana Super Silver. So I needed to pack that up and get it ready to go, and I was planning at this point to deliver it, or Ian was going to deliver it for me. The customer was in Woodstock, which is about a 45-minute drive from me, and they had paid for shipping, but it's so close, like I refunded all but $10 of the shipping just to cover. So yeah, I was planning to deliver it, and the customer was thrilled because he, saved 30 odd bucks on shipping. So I just got them packed up and ready to go. And I added a little bonus, which is an established cutting from my Wayeti. I love the Wayeti, and I think it's kind of understated. It has really nice black margins, grows super fast and bloomed really well for me. And I delivered these and the customer was so happy. Oh my god, guys, I have had these plants for months. They were from a trade I did. I'm part of a trading group, an Ontario trading group, and every kind of 3 to 6 months we kind of randomly pair each other up and we just trade plants. And these are the plants that I got, and when I got them, I just popped them in this vase of water. And basically I haven't forgotten about them because I've seen them every day. And every day again I think to myself, I need to do something with those, but it has been like months and months. I don't know what a lot of them are. Actually, that's not true. I don't know what that one is because the name of it, the tag had gone in the water, so the name of it had kind of washed off. So if you know, let me know. This was a reverted pink princess that I decided I would chop up. I find that good light and humidity can help pink princesses bring back some pink. So that's what I did with this one. This is a Monstera of some kind. I can't remember what it is, but it's pretty. And then we have a philodendron green. So I put the philodendrons in a pond together, and I put the Monstera and the other one that I didn't know what it was separately, and mainly because I am thinking that the pink princess and the Florida green I would use in a trade for other things, and I'd like to see how these two other ones grow out. So I potted them up, and we will, like with the others, we will check in on them in a couple of weeks. They actually had some, for being in water for so long, they didn't have great roots, I'm not going to lie, but they did have some roots, and I wasn't overly concerned about them. And I'm actually looking forward to seeing how they do. I don't grow many Monstera. I had a bad experience with Monstera early in my plant journey when they were just covered in thrips. And I really don't, apart from, I have a tie and an elbow, but they are under glass. And I kind of keep them away from everything because I just don't want to deal with thrips. It's the one and only time I have had thrips. So yeah, I'm not a great fan of Monstera for that reason. So we'll see how these do in a little bit. Okay, so these plants also arrived while I was in hospital. There is a variegated Lacanosa, and I think it's called Mini Wayeti. I can't remember. And they have just been, Ian unboxed them, and they've just been sitting in my study basically as they came. Out of the box, but as they came. And I really needed to pot them up. The Lacanosa is just stunning. I did chop it a little bit because it was in soil and I was putting it into pon. And there's always a bit of a risk when you do that, so I think I cut it in 2 places. And so I cut it in 2 places, and the fresh cuttings will absolutely be fine. And I'll just keep an eye on
the main plant to make sure that it's not showing any signs of decline. But I'm really completely smitten with it. It's super cute. And then the other one had been in pon, and actually the roots were very, very dry. They weren't stripping, but I'm not sure if this is going to make it. So I also took some cuttings too to put directly into the pon to root. And again, I will just keep an eye on how the plant does, and if it shows any signs of decline, I will take it out and cut those roots off and start again. And that was really it. I did other chores kind of in between that I didn't record, but I hope this was entertaining in some way and that you had something on in the background while you did your own chores. Thank you so much for your support and for your well wishes. It really filled my heart. I appreciate you all so much. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.